Okay guys, welcome back to another video. Sorry about the lighting. But this is the return of a very popular topic, which was the other side of male life, which you guys loved. And if any new members of the community, because I did release that when I had like 40,000 subscribers, so if anybody's new and hasn't watched it, please go and watch it, because I think I'm like the only person in the world talking about this sort of stuff. I'm not the only person thinking about it. I'm not the only person living it by far, but I'm definitely one of the only people who's like turned it into like a cultural component of male life, okay? And anybody who doesn't know what the other side of male life was, I was basically saying, and when I look at men in especially the UK, because obviously I live here, but places like, I'm trying to get rid of this shine on my head. It's absolutely ridiculous. Places like Australia, places like the UK, places like America, there's a massive, massive drinking culture. Massive drinking culture. And we've made it normal for a guy to get to a Saturday, get drunk in the morning because it's a Saturday, eat whatever food he wants, go and sit in a sports bar, watch sports all day, just, you know, and everyone's going, oh, he's a top man, he's a proper boy, he's a lad culture. Yeah, get drunk, fuck women, any hole's a goal. It's like, it's never resonated with me. Never resonated with me. And I used to do it. I was like 18, 19. I used to do that shit. Still didn't resonate with me. I always wanted to be more cultures. And it wasn't until I traveled around like Europe, okay? And I'm talking about like Spain. Never been to Italy. I will soon. I want to save Italy though. But I traveled around like places like Amsterdam, Barcelona, Paris, you know, just all these different places. And to see the level of man was a little bit daunting. It was like, fuck, I'm not really anywhere in life. I'm not really doing anything. I'm going out getting drunk, thinking I'm the boy. And you got these French guys that are just like in shape, handsome, well-dressed, you know, cultured. They're sat there having a fucking latte with a straight 10 model, you know, and they're doing that French guy thing where they just look sophisticated and they've got the legs crossed and, you know, not saying to smoke, but they've got the cigarette in the hand and they just look like a boss. And you're like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck am I doing with my life? And it just made me realize there's so much more fun to be had than sitting in a pub and just getting drunk and just thinking you're enjoying life and being the loudest guy and like singing some football chants. Like, just didn't really do it for me. And that's what the other side of male life is really about. And one person who's a massive proponent of this, who I want to get on my podcast, good shout actually, I only just thought that, is David Gandy, the British male model. I've watched countless videos of his and read articles from in GQ where he is talking about how he goes to, like, he travels around the world, he's a famous model. He bumps into like Italians, French people, people from Scandinavian countries, and they're always like, British guys are just disgusting. Like, what is wrong with them? Like, why are they all fat, bold, angry? Why are they all hooligans? Why are they so obsessed with sports? Why do they just drink every single day? Why do they dress in like polo shirts and shorts and England tops? Like, why don't they actually take pride in themselves and whatever? And it's just our culture, you know, and the Australians follow us quite a lot for that as well. I guess they follow us, where your drinking culture is massive, absolutely massive. And being like a fat guy that says cunt all the time and just, you know, just doesn't give a shit about life and just pretends that, oh, fucking skincare, what's the matter with you? You know, that sort of thing. We've got that in the UK too. Like, you have a skincare regime and it's like, what, you a pussy? You gay? I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I think it's fantastic for a man to have a skincare regime, to take care of himself, to spend like £2,000-3,000 on clothes if he's got that kind of money, you know, and really make himself look good. And, you know, not drink alcohol because he's conscious of what he looks like and he's conscious of staying on top of his game and being at his best. I love all that shit. Like, a guy who goes, I just want to go out for a coffee and maybe a glass of wine and some nice food with friends and then come home. Whoa, what's the matter with you? You soft? Come out for some beers. It's like, I don't fucking want to. And this is why I spoke about the other side of male life, because I said, once you get to a certain point in life and you make a decent amount of money, your life opens up. It opens up and the possibilities are endless. And before, when I made part one, it was just noise, guys. It was brilliant noise, in my opinion, but it was just noise. I was just telling you guys, you know, one picture I've got in my head right now is that place in Hudson Yard in New York with the amazing gym. And I was like, you could be up here swimming in the morning, You know, you're in shape, you're a cultured guy, you've got a date after that, and you're going for food and whatever, and you've got a penthouse apartment in New York. And I was just visualizing this sort of stuff, but I'm in a situation now where I'm in a penthouse. Okay, I'm in very good shape. I've got nice clothes now. I did just spend $1,200 on clothes. Going to do a fashion haul very soon. You know, life's very good. And I want to tell you about like my plans, for example. And this is like the other side of male life. When everyone else is going out getting drunk and just like going clubbing and just pretty much wasting time, some things that I want to do in this place, okay? This room here, I'm going to have a podcast table. I think I'm going to be able to sit down with a language teacher. Okay, so I've contacted a Spanish teacher and I've said, look, I'm not bad at Spanish. I'm probably 10% of the way there, 15% of the way there. I've got some basic knowledge. My dad lived there for 8 years. I've picked up a little bit and I studied it for like 6 months. Okay, I want a language teacher to come in and I want to do a Spanish lesson at least once or twice per week for an hour. I'm going to make that part of my routine. I've contacted a yoga teacher and I've said, hey, look, summer's coming up. I've got a rooftop terraced garden out there. It's got astroturf. We can put some mats down on the patio bit. Would you come up on like, I don't know, Sunday morning and we do a yoga class where I stretch, deep breathing, meditation. I could find a teacher that does that too. There's a skincare clinic in this building. 1 floor. I can get there in 30 seconds, okay? I contacted them and was like, let's set up a meeting. I want to know what I should be doing and what I can change, okay? I also thought I can get like a Brazilian jiu-jitsu coach, maybe like a boxing coach. I think jiu-jitsu would be nice because I've got no experience in that. Put some mats out there, and we can roll around. Do you know what I mean? I can have my jiu-jitsu coach teaching me once or twice a week. This is the other side of male life. And do you know who that reminds me of? That reminds me of Ocean's 12. I keep remembering his missus' name for some reason. Vincent Cassette. Remember I did the male advantage on Vincent Cassette? Perhaps the most cultured man in the world at that time period, at that moment in time. He was the boy. He was the alpha male out of everybody. He was top notch in every area. And in that film, he was like meditating. He was doing capoeira. He was the well-dressed guy with the nice house and whatever. And he was doing kind of shit like that. Probably knew like 2-3 languages. I can't even remember from the film. But it reminds me of that kind of lifestyle. And that's the other side of male life. Like while guys are out on the street down here, there's like bars around here. While they're out getting drunk, thinking, oh yeah, this like just brain dead. Oh, I'm a young man. What should I do? I should go and grab a Carlin and a Foster's and a Stella. And I down my pint. It's like there's so much more to be done. Like save that money, get on a plane, go somewhere, learn something, figure out a new culture, hire a language teacher, learn a new language. Do you know what I mean, guys? Like, no, you choked. Do you know what I mean? Just like, do something with your life. Stop doing what everybody else before you has done. Just go out, get drunk, meet a woman that I don't really like, but it's pussy, any holes a goal, fuck her, yeah, that was great. Oh, she let me do anal, mate. Hey. Like, what the fuck is going on? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's British culture. Just throw on a polo shirt, have your belly hanging out the bottom, go and grab some beers, and pretend you're living life. Truth be told, all of these people are depressed as fuck, okay? There's no extension plan to their life. You know, it just goes as far as go out, get drunk, fuck women, go to work. There's no extension plan. It's like, what's the next thing? What do you want to do next? What are you striving for? Why are you not cultured? Like, go and visit some museums. Go and travel the world. Go and look at some architecture. Which is what brings me on to the most important part of this video, okay, guys? And it's my dad.